Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Tony. This is my channel, Second Birth. It's also the name I use. It's my alias name I use for my artwork. I just wanted to make a quick video update. This video about where I'm currently at on this Milan Art Mastery Program. I'm just starting the portfolio section. As you can see, these two pieces are my first two portfolio pieces, which are still in progress. I'll put the acrylic layers in. I'm still waiting for some oil painting materials to turn up so I can go over the top with a layer of oils on those. So I'm just trying to keep progressing really. I've got another two pieces in there, those are like abstract ones, but I'll leave those for now, but those could do with finishing off. I've got that big 30 by 40 could do with finishing off, but it's all waiting for this oil paint material to turn up. And yeah, I've ordered liquid. I don't know if I was using Galkid before as like a glazing medium. I've ordered liquid this time. It was a bit cheaper. I got like a bigger bottle of it because I only got the small bottle of Galkid last time. So I don't know if anyone's used liquid as opposed to Galkid. It'd be good to know what your experiences are with it and if it needs to be used a bit differently or anything. I'd appreciate it if you let me know below if you have. Yeah, and I started this series. It basically began with that piece. I did that. I used like marker pens, and it's like a base layer. Got it in like roughly. I tried to use sketchy lines to give it a bit more character. It was something that I used in my I did interior architecture and design. You kind of learn to draw that way, like a sketchy look to it, like slightly wobbly lines, but it's got like a bit of character to it. I quite like it, rather than trying to make everything perfect and straight. And so I did that. Gone over in places with like a thicker marker pen and put in like words. I tried to put like some of these. That doesn't really mean anything. It's just like for the look really. Because a few squiggles looks like graffiti or something. But then I've got like some sort of encouraging words I tried to put in there, like dream big, onwards. I've got my name in there, subtly sort of signed on the wall. And then over the top of all of that, I sort of went over with like spray paints, used stencils for the buildings, to give like a window effect, and then some more in the back, like stars for the night. And as I was doing that, I thought I'll try and do it like a night scene with like a slight blue hue to it, which I've done there, and sort of carried through onto the stairs and stuff, so it looks like it's kind of like a nighttime scene. I like how that one came out, and it was like a sort of game changer for me really. I sort of liked the process, so I thought, well, why not just go with it and stop sort of, because I'm always sort of trying to fight using sort of bold colours and stuff. It always comes out of me that way. But then on the Milan programme, Ellie was talking at one point about like the art that you like to look at isn't always the art that you make that comes out of you. So I thought, well, I'll stop trying to restrict myself on getting the bold colours coming out. I may tame it down a little bit just so it's not too kind of candy coloured and rainbow sort of thing. I try and stick to like a theme, like I've done on these ones. Like it's colourful, but I'm trying to stick to a warm theme. Still using the stencils, and I'm trying to. I was thinking about doing these ones as like a cityscape, as like the theme kind of thing going through them, but I sort of thought, well, really, they don't all have to be cityscapes. I think more of the theme really is this, just having words of encouragement and stuff in there, and like that sort of message, like keep your chin up, or keep going onwards, dream big, just like encouraging. Because I was thinking about, it's another thing that came out of the program. I was sort of thinking about my past, and they say sometimes your biggest weakness can be your superpower. And I think for me it was always like I never really, I don't want to get a violin out, but when you're younger you don't get a lot of encouragement and stuff, and you're always told that you're not very good and you're stupid and stuff like that, and then you it becomes part of you. But sometimes just like a kind word or an encouraging word can mean a lot to someone, and you don't even know how much it can affect their life. Like for me, the whole thing with the encouragement, that sort of came from a church pastor that I had a while ago, before he passed away. And it just always stuck with me that he said to me that I was a great encourager. And that him saying that to me, it really sort of, it encouraged me and made me feel good, and it made me realise how much just like a simple word can kind of affect someone and like their trajectory through life. And then you want to, you know how much it makes you feel good, and then you want to do that to others. You want to pass it on. You want others to feel good too, lift others up, lift up the weak ones. And so that's the story of where this kind of came from. I thought, well, that fits me. That's who I am. Like I want to be encouraging. I want to lift other people up, and want to see. Well, there's something that always gets to me about the world, the way it is. It's like any sort of beauty or nice, or anyone that's nice or kind or anything like that. It seems to just get sort of, I don't know what, like beaten out of people in the world, doesn't it? You can't sort of, you're taught you can't function in the world if you're like that, and you have to sort of just be hard-nosed. But I like to sort of just, I'd like my work to do that, to encourage people to see the beauty in the world and to be encouraged and keep their heads up, keep going, and keep believing in themselves and all of that. That's the kind of message I want to put out there. So this is the start of that, really. So I thought it doesn't have to have like a cityscape theme exactly, but it's more that sort of encouraging theme going through it that I want to sort of keep going, really. And I've got 12 pieces to make of each size of those. So as I do them, I'll be uploading them onto my website as prints and frame prints. So I can do that as I go, as they're sort of, once I finish with the oils and stuff on, let them dry a little bit, I'll take the photos, and then I can wait for them to get them signed and varnished and everything later on. But if people are interested, if you see anything that you like that I'm making, you can always just use the contact form and reserve it before if you really wanted to. Don't know if anyone want to do that, but that's an option. You don't necessarily have to wait. But what I was thinking is, I guess the best way is, if you are waiting for if you see an original that you like, you can join on the mailing list. And I promise not to spam people. It's just really to let people know when there's like I was thinking the originals before they come out, like the day before, I can send an email out so you'll be the first to know then. And then you can get straight in there. Or like I say, or if you really wanted to, you could reserve something before that anyway, before it even goes on the site. But that's kind of the plan. I'm kind of working a lot of this out as I go, but I think that's the best way to do things. And I think I'll also try and think about how to make some smaller originals that are like stripped down. I think that's like a later thing in the portfolio section anyway. You go through like a production period where you make like smaller pieces that you can sort of do as like a production, so it's less time consuming, and it's like a stripped back version of what you do. So you make a smaller version with the elements of what you use, really, so it's recognisable as your stuff, but it's you can do it at like a lower price point for people and make more of them. So I need to have a think about that, maybe doing them as like paper pieces, and it's easier to and cheaper to post and stuff then as well, isn't it? And just have to work it out as I go, really. But again, I made some bullet points before I ended up going off on a tangent. Oh yeah, that one, as I said, that one was like a game changer for me. So I don't know if you saw the last video I did. I put that one on my website as like a digital print, because I was in the shower and I had like this idea just come to me, like it always happens when as soon as you sort of get in the shower, then your mind starts drifting off and thinking about stuff. And I was thinking about how I can do stuff that it just makes my stuff accessible to a lot of people, and at the same time brings money in to help support me, keep me going, getting materials and things. And I thought, well, that was the first one that I see that sort of sparked off the series that I'm going to go through. That made me really think, yeah, I could do that. That's me. That felt like me, and I enjoyed it. And I thought, well, why not make that one? There'd be a way like memorialising that as well. Like that's the first one that I did, and put that up on the website. I put it on there as like £5 for a digital download. The full size TIFF file is like 40 meg, and then you could. So it sort of makes it accessible to people. There's no postage or anything like that. You can print it off yourself, and especially if you've got like a big printer, or a good printer anyway, you can do it like full size, or you can do it at the smaller sizes. And like I suggested in the previous video, like if you did it on photo paper or something, like I've used Some of these I print them off just to do practice with. Like that's a photo paper. You could print some, and I don't think it was much. It was like £5 for a big pack of photo paper, and then you print them off yourself. You could print that off yourself, which might look good because it's quite glossy anyway. It's might be a good look. And then the only thing is I don't know how light fast something like this is, how long it will last. Especially like this was printed off on my Canon printer there, just like it's a photo printer, but it's like a sort of low end one really. I just use it for like reference photos and stuff if I need to. And but yeah, I just wanted to show you can get these sort of cheap photo papers, and then if it did fade over time, you just print another one out. So that was the idea anyway. So that's up there, and I think I'll just leave that up there, and then that's there for good then. And then in future, I'll just keep gradually adding stuff to my site. But there's something on there that's accessible to everyone right from the start then. And yeah, so I was hoping that, you know, once I get like a decent body of work together, it's going to take me a little while, and I'll try documenting that as best I can. Struggling a little bit with the videos at the moment, taking videos of it, because like I say, I'm waiting for oil paint stuff to turn up, and the video files end up quite large, so I've only got so much space. I've just had to delete some old Adobe programs and things off my laptop, so I've got some more space, and I'll record what I can. I'm trying to do it in like shorter chunks now, rather than have one long time lapse. I'm just sort of doing chunks of it. I don't think everyone wants to watch the whole thing anyway. Just to give an idea what I'm doing on them. Once I've got all those together, I was thinking that then I can start doing videos on my actual process, and sharing some more of that, a bit more in depth. And I had some other things in mind as well, like because I'm researching all this stuff anyway myself. I've done a bit of research already, and I'm going to continue doing it and just sharing stuff. Like I was looking at taking photos of artwork and stuff like that, and then also like how to package and ship, and that's the kind of idea I've got in mind for the future. But I don't want to sort of jump ahead too far. I've just got to make a start first and get the ball rolling, and not get ahead of myself. And that was kind of it really. Yeah, I was also thinking it'd be nice to sort of connect more with people, and if you've got like your own channels and stuff, social things, Instagram, whatever it is, YouTube channels, pop them down below in the comments and let people know, and we can all sort of connect up and follow each other, support each other. And so I think that's it for this video really. Just yeah, I'd appreciate it if you like, subscribe, hit that little bell so you get notified of future videos. If you find them useful, share them around. I'd really appreciate that. It's helped, because it's hard to get the ball rolling with a smaller channel. Just it helped get me out there. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, I guess that's it. All that's left to say is me and you, we're going to make it onwards.